Hello and welcome back to A World of Ice and Fire, and it's been a while. My apologies for that. I was obviously concentrating on other series at the time, and now we are here at Felwood. And now Felwood, this is actually quite funny because I've been letting the game run for a little bit of time because obviously, as you may have seen in the previous couple of episodes, the wonderful Westerlands extermination has occurred, and indeed, as you see, House Targaryen has maintained control over pretty much everything. However, funnily enough, Lannisport, that was lost. We actually lost that. We lost control over that. I didn't really do much about it. I went over there and I did do a little bit of fighting, and fighting I did, as you could see right here. I have a bunch of people that I took prisoner. Obviously, this is not all in the same battle. Obviously, it's not all in the same battle, but it is indeed, a couple of vassals here and there that I managed to ambush because they were around, and I decided, yes, let us go into a battle against them and murder them 6 ways from Sunday. And House Targaryen has been running around in a very large campaign. I personally haven't been helping them with any of the sieges because it is extremely shall we say, it's very costly for the player to actually do that. However, they did manage to take Nightsong. This was due to the fact that Tywin was leading an army over here in Lannisport. That's the point. That's the reason why I was able to pick off quite a few vassals over there, because he was over there with them, and they left Nightsong. I don't know whether it was particularly, shall we say, undefended, but from what I could, actually see, the House Targaryen forces had a pretty easy time of taking it back. Unfortunately, the Westerlands, of course, have now done other things, like they've, tried to take Felwood, and indeed, Dragonstone is taking Bronzegate, as you can see there. So, without further ado, we are going to come in here, and we are literally just going to force them to surrender. That is what we're going to do. So there we go. That's it. Done. Nice and easy, right? We're going to forbid plundering, and we're going to request no rewards, of course. Yes. My reputation is absolutely fantastic now, by the way. We have 485, no less. But yes, after all of those battles, we did have a slight bit different situation in regards to our composition. You could see here our composition has changed quite dramatically because the enemies that we were fighting in the sort of Lannisport area, they had a number of really weird Dornish units. I'm not calling Dornish units weird, but I mean, like, I'm kind of surprised that they had them. That's the reason why I'm saying that they're weird, because I would never have expected to find, for example, Dothraki horse lords among them. But yeah, there were. They had a bunch of them for rescue. And I thought, yes, okay, let's rescue them. That sounds fun. And indeed, as you can see here, Bronzegate, this is going to be the final fief that the Westerlands potentially have control over. And that's going to be game over for them. It should be game over for them, which would be very, very nice. I'm not sure if it's actually going to happen. As you can see, Dragonstone does seem to be having a bit of a, for some reason, having a bit of a problem with it. I don't know why they're not immediately achieving victory, because considering Bronzegate probably isn't very well defended. I mean, let's face it, probably isn't very well at all. And as you can see, there you go. It has now been taken. So technically, the Westerlands should now be completely and utterly destroyed. However, obviously their vassals are going to run around for a little bit of time, and they're probably going to be causing a bit of a nuisance of themselves, somewhat. And yes, by the way, Daenerys gave us Haystack Hall. Yes, she actually gave us a fief, surprisingly enough. As you can see, this fief has literally no one in it, because I haven't been here before. Funnily enough, I literally have not been here because, well, I was busy doing other things, and we can do some cool stuff here. So we can literally do, we can do a blacksmith, or we can do improved roads, or whatever. And generally, this is pretty easy for us right here. This is pretty easy. I mean, look at this. Look at that. Yeah, that actually seems really, really good. 21 days. Probably going to do that. Having the armory is really, really nice. Also, by the way, a little bit of a tip here. If you're having issues with morale, like I was, then what you can actually do... I'm not having morale difficulties now, but I was having issues with it. But I found out that what you can do is you can hold a feast in your respective fief, whatever it is, right? So, you know, if you have this one or another one or any fief, basically, you can come here, click on this, and then you pay 1,000, which obviously is not actually that much. I mean, it's quite a significant amount for me right now because I personally don't have a huge amount in my own purse at the moment. At this very time, I have only 1,000 or so, which is hilarious. But yeah, basically what you can do is you get a little bit of a lore description here, which I very much appreciate. I like that. Nice immersion. And then you have two options. One option is where you basically just let rip and you get as drunk as possible, and the other is you stay sober and you taste the drink nearest to you, but no more than necessary. I usually go for this because I don't want to reduce my reputation, I don't want to reduce my renown or anything like that. I'm actually not entirely sure which one it reduces. The first option reduces something, but it only increases your morale by 14 in comparison to you increasing your morale by 10. And personally, I would prefer to have 0 negative, benefits or whatever, disadvantages, shall we say. 0 disadvantages to that. And so that's the reason why I stay sober. And as you can see, your party gains 10 morale. A little bit of time passes in the process, and then you can do it again if you want to. You can literally do it again straight away like this, and you can do it again. Boom, another 10 morale. Extremely, extremely powerful in my opinion. Very, very useful because, no offense, but the morale situation when you have a large army is untenable many times. You are going to have a huge, huge problem with morale in many cases unless you are consistently fighting. If you're not consistently fighting, then you will have issues, in my opinion. So, yeah, we can change the tax rate of a fief. I actually don't want to change Talon's tax rate. I'd like to change this one, but apparently that's not going to work. So, yeah, we have 447,000 silver stacks in our treasury right here. So I am actually going to be taking out some. We're going to take out quite a lot, actually. Going to take out, I don't know, 100,000 or something like that. We might as well, right? We might as well. I would love to be able to change the tax rate of this one, but it doesn't seem as though I can. Oh well, never mind. It doesn't really matter so much, I suppose. What we are going to do, though, is we're going to recruit some new soldiers. We're going to go for... let's see. Wait. We're going to get some... House Targaryen, I guess? House Targaryen, let's get 50 of those. Let's recruit some more. Let's get... another, and then we'll actually get a patrol, to be honest. Yeah, let's get a big one. Yes, get a big one. Haystack Hall, there we go. Okay, wonderful. I've got some prisoners. Can you sell them for me? Yes, there you go. Yeah, he can actually sell, sell some people here. So Hedge Knights, these guys, we can literally just sell them all, and yeah, we're very, very well off now. 148,000 in cash, which is very nice. And what's even better is I can now speak to our little patrol here, if I can. Hopefully, let's just make sure that we're not going to miss it. There it is. Oh, no. Yep, we might be a bit too late. Oh, no. There we go. We made it. We made it. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so let's do it. Haystack Hall. There we go. You go and get in there. Thank you very much. There we are. And there you have it. Very nice. So yeah, just a small little benefit there for, having feasts and things like that. I think it's really nice that there is actually a massive upside to having a fief, because most of the time when you just have a castle, things are not really super amazing. Having a castle is okay, because let's face it, you are going to be provided with a significant, I wouldn't say that it is insignificant for any reason, but you're going to be getting a little bit of cash, aren't you? You're going to get quite a lot of cash from that, so that is very nice. However, most of the time when you have a castle, it doesn't really do much, right? But having the ability to hold feasts, oh, an absolute lifesaver. Very, very nice indeed. So yeah, otherwise, what we're going to do is we're probably going to be making our way over to Essos, because there is a slight problem with the Dothraki, of course, and we might actually want to expand House Targaryen's interests over there. It is going to be a bit difficult, though, because, as you know, the Dothraki are extremely powerful. Yes, extremely, extremely powerful. So I'm a little bit worried about it. But yeah, let's see what happens with the Westerlands, of course, as well. And otherwise, let's see if we can get into a nice battle. Whoa, alright, so we got an amazing offer here from the Westerlands, and as we know, this is indeed a thing. You know, we've experienced this this wonderful event before, and yeah, 37,000. I'm gonna take it. Alright, so we've arrived at Norvos, and we are going to attempt to take it, and funnily enough, I cannot force them into a surrender just yet. However, we will be attempting to do so very, very shortly here. It just very much depends on how our planning stage goes. Ah, yes, our checkpoints are now finished. Very nice. And now we can order active watching. Very, very good. Your perimeter control is ready. You've set a perimeter for surveillance around Norvos. No one can enter or leave without the knowledge of your men. This will be beneficial, especially when you have to negotiate the surrender of the castle with its commander. Alright, so we might actually be able to force them. No, okay, we still can't force them into any kind of surrender here. Kind of unfortunate. Let's place the mantlets. Okay, not bad, actually. Not bad. Look at this. How many did we lose? 38. The enemy lost 20. Alright, okay. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. And actually, you know what? I think we're going to go in, you know? I think we are actually going to go in here. The hour has arrived. Lead your soldiers in the assault. And indeed, what we're going to do here is I'm not going to be stupid when it comes to committing, or shall we say over-committing. All right? We don't want to over-commit. All we want to do is come in here, do a little bit of damage, just a little bit of damage, and then if it looks as though we are having some issues, we're then going to get out. All right? We're not going to spend too long in here. We're not going to, you know, force our people to, you know, sustain casualties far beyond what we can actually handle, because obviously that's not what we want. We want to be able to maintain as best as we can. Okay, there's some weird invisible wall there. All right, so yeah, or like a step of some kind. Okay, so let's murder this. Hello there, sir. Goodbye. That was fantastic. Love that. Okay, so what is actually going on here? Where are all the where are all the enemies? I was thinking that we were going to face enemies immediately here, but no. It looks as though our stamina is going to be the main problem now. Possibly. I mean, here's the thing. My forces are really, really strong. Or at the very least, they should be very, very strong here, and we should have no problems whatsoever. As you can see, here we go. We have 383 of ours against the enemy's 232. This is the entire force of the Dothraki here. I'm going to be waiting here for a little bit of time because my stamina obviously is low. Where are all my forces, by the way? Have they gone a different way or something? Because, okay, my forces are... Okay, this is very strange. This is very... Okay, this is very weird. I literally just got instantly killed. Alright, well... did you see that? I got a headshot, and what's actually... Ah. I see. Right. Okay. Yes, my forces were stuck for some reason. Alright, so let's try this again. I'm already taking a little bit of damage here, unfortunately. The enemy does have some extremely good weaponry. They're always very, you know... Wow. Yeah, they're always very damaging, as you can quite clearly tell. But thankfully, we do have the opportunity to control another person here. Hopefully, my forces will not get stuck this time around, and we'll be able to navigate a little bit better. As you can see, we do have a bit of a problem getting over that small little hump there on the ladder, but that's okay. We are now fine. Let's see what we can do here. That guy is slightly invisible, but that's okay also. Ah, there we go, there we go. Let's kill him. Get him. Yes. Ah, oh, Bronson. Bronson, look at him. He's getting some good damage out there. Very nice. Alright, so let's hope that our forces are actually going to do a pretty decent job this time, because funnily enough, I actually think we will be able to achieve victory with very few problems here, if my forces actually manage to make their way into the inner workings of the keep. If they do that, I don't think we're going to have too many issues. I mean, yeah, sure, they're definitely going to do massive damage, and we may indeed die here. Ow. Okay, yeah. Wow. That's some damage, isn't it? That is some damage. Okay, yeah. Oh. We are stuck again. Oh, that's interesting. I'm actually not entirely sure. Why are we stuck? They're trying to get through the door there. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to spend a little bit of time just kind of exploring what's going on with this particular siege, because if there is a front gate that I can open, because I am a little bit unaware about that kind of stuff when it comes to Warband, because generally you're not really capable of opening up the gate like you are in Bannerlord. It's a little bit different. So let's just see. Sometimes they allow you to do it, sometimes they don't. So I'm going to be... What is going on here? Why are these guys doing this? Okay, I'm just going to tell them to hold position down there, because they seem to be stuck, kind of like running in place or whatever. I don't really understand that. I'm not sure why I have to do this manual labor to merge them, you know, make them go wherever we want them to go. But yes, hopefully it's going to be fine. Okay, so those fellows are still not unstuck, by the way, even though I did order everyone to move. And I can literally not see anything of what's going on here either. Okay, wait a minute. Do I need to go up here to deal with the gate, or is it a little bit lower? Yeah, I'm actually not entirely sure. There may not be any mechanism. No, it doesn't seem like it. Okay, well, maybe I'm going to need to go to the actual gate itself. That might be the case. Let's see. Let's hope I don't die, because I can barely see because it's so dark in here. But yeah, we will hopefully not die from fall damage. Okay, here we go. Ah, it is a destructible... What? Okay, wait a minute. Why is it a destructible target and my guys are not attacking it? They should literally just go and attack this thing. If I knew that this was destructible at the very beginning, probably should have tried it, I guess, then this would have been easy, right? This would have been so much easier. Okay, here we go. Well, at least we can actually do this. There we go. Now my forces can come straight on in, and now this is going to be nice. Now we are going to absolutely destroy the opponent, or at least we should, right? I mean, you know, all intents and purposes, we have the advantage. I mean, look, they have 184, we have 345. We've already lost a pretty significant amount of people, but that is to be expected, of course. If we are charging into a band of enemies that have a significant amount of ranged capability, of course we're going to die. You know, that's just how it's going to be. I am actually playing as Qyburn right now, so I'm not actually going to do anything with him. I'm just going to stand here because I don't want to lose his surgery and medicine skills and so on and so forth. And you can already see here, look at the amount of damage. The amount of damage that we're able to do is very clearly gonna get us the victory. And there it is. There's the victory for us. It did take quite a while because our forces, for some reason, had they had a bit of a weird pathfinding issue where there were like 5 people that they just couldn't get to for some reason. So I had to actually make my way over there and see what I could do about moving them around and stuff. But yeah, anyway, we were able to achieve victory here. Massive amounts of horse lords. Very nice, very nice. Okay. So we will be taking all of those, and we'll take the raiders as well. I have no idea. What is this? I don't know what that is. But yeah, otherwise, we are going to be moving on. Let's burn the dead in an offering to Relore. And we will forbid plundering here. I am not going to... Should I request this, actually? You know what? I'm going to request that Norvos be awarded to us, because it is technically in Essos here, because, you know, it is obviously there. And I think it might make sense for us to literally take control of it and take care of it. I don't know. It might be cool, you know? I think it might be cool. So let's try it out. Let's see what happens. Maybe Daenerys will decide to give it to us. If she doesn't, then that's obviously fine. I don't really mind that. But I have a very, very sneaking suspicion that perhaps the Dothraki will attack, and then we'll be able to do a siege defense. And I would love to be able to do that. However, as you've quite clearly tell, you know, or shall we say, as you've quite clearly seen, we have an insane advantage when it comes to dealing with the Dothraki in sieges. The Dothraki are not very good in sieges, as you can clearly see here. So yeah, it is very, very simple. Let's go into the village center actually, because I do want to do a quest for this guy. Yeah, if I can actually find him. He's probably going to be around here. There he is. There he is. I see him. I have spotted you, sir. You cannot hide from me. There we go. And we're going to try and see whether he needs any help. Okay, yeah. You need a few heads of cattle. How many? Yeah, okay, yeah. He needs 9. That's absolutely fine. Not a problem. That is going to be extremely, extremely easy for us. It should be very, very easy. Now, there are 0 people in the garrison here, so I am a little bit worried, I guess. A little bit worried about this. What is... This is a patrol? Wait a minute. Can I tell you to... Oh. Okay, that's quite funny. I can attack my own patrol. Let's not do that, shall we? Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Okay, so let's buy some... yeah, there we go. We can buy some cattle instantly. There you go. Boom. Look at that. 10 already. And we can now drive the cattle onward. And we can immediately go back to our village. I do want to try to maximize our relation with the village as much as possible. Oh no, Talon! Talon was actually raided, and it was raided by Lord Leo Lefford. Can you believe that a person from the Westerlands would go all the way over there? Wow. That guy really doesn't like us, huh? No, he doesn't. Okay, well, that's very interesting. Okay, so yeah, now we're done. Now we're done with the quest. Very nice. And, yeah, there we are. Do you have any other tasks? I can teach you how to defend yourself. There we go. Yes, we will train the peasants. It's going to take 6 hours despite having 9 trainer skill? Okay, that's actually pretty crazy. Okay, so 3 of them at once. This is never going to work. I am never going to be able to defeat 3. Not in a million years, I think. Maybe I will. Never mind. Okay. Maybe I will. I mean, they are peasants, right? But I only have 73 in polearms. So, you know, it's very, very possible that I am going to actually lose one of these rounds, which would be very embarrassing. Let's just say that. That would be very, very embarrassing for Elias specifically, because he has been a veteran of the Game of Thrones for quite some time. Oh, yes, he has. And it would be not so good for him to suffer such a humiliation. But, yeah, I guess we can only hope that no one's going to turn up when we're doing this. Oh, Daisy has advanced to level 28. Very nice. That's good. I don't know why I'm doing thrusts right here. I guess Elias is trying to tell me something. But yes, we shouldn't be doing any thrusts right now. Thank you very much. It's much better to do the lovely horizontal. And we are no doubt... Oh yeah, one more, I think. One more, and then there will be a bandit fight. Oh, thankfully there's only one. Very nice. Okay, we can maybe go for some headshots right there. Go for some wonderful, wonderful headshots. Give him some head right there. Very nice indeed. And then we can actually do a wonderful, wonderful battle, and we have massive amounts of very, very good troops here, or at least I hope so. And I don't know who we're fighting against. Ah, pirates! Are you serious? Oh, this is bad. We might lose this. We might actually lose this, because pirates are extremely strong in this mod. They're very strong in actual fact. So strong that I think we may lose. Okay, nice damage. Okay, come on, Elias. You can do this. There we go, thank you. I'm gonna actually get off my mount right now, because I need to do damage as fast as I possibly can. There we go, okay. I am super worried right now. There we go. Yes, Sirio. Sirio is carrying us right here. Yes, he is carrying us to victory. Very nice indeed. And there it is. Okay. Whew. It's actually funny. I thought we were going to have more problems than this, to be honest. I really thought we were going to end up losing because we had a handful, a smattering of peasants. But no, it seems like we're actually okay for now, which is a load off my mind. I'm not sure where this guy... I see. He's inside the building. He was attempting to hide from us, but that did not work for him. No, that did not work for him very well. 21 renown for us right there. We're going to refuse the reward, of course. Funnily enough, the Faith of the Seven are dominantly worshipped here, so this is probably not going to be that useful for us, which is somewhat bad. But yeah, anyway, we'll slaughter some of the animals here just so we can get some meat. And hilariously enough, I actually think that we will need to do that again, potentially. Yes, because you could see here that Norvos has pretty much no food. I do have a little bit of bread remaining, but that seems to be about it. So I will have to go over. I kind of wish that Daenerys would make up her mind about who's going to be getting this. Because otherwise I could then leave, you know, I could then leave and do something else. Okay, so we're just going to get 10. And we'll just slaughter 5 of them, I guess. This is probably going to go rotten quite quickly, so I don't really want to slaughter all of them. Your commander hands you a sealed scroll delivered by... yes, never mind, it's a tournament. It's a tournament in salt pans. That's very far away for us right now, so I probably won't be doing anything with that. But you never know. You never know whether we might or not. Daisy has advanced, so we will be having a look at her. Yes, I will probably... yeah, actually she's got some really, really good combat stats. I mean, she's got insane combat stats, to be honest, and generally she doesn't even need to level up anymore, really. Funnily enough, I don't really want to level up any of these guys, because it's way too expensive. It's way too expensive to level these. I am going to level anyone that is under 1,000. That's usually what I do now. And anyone that's under 1,000, I level up. But otherwise, it's just way too expensive, so I don't generally tend to do that anymore. Robber Knights, on the other hand, I will make an exception for Robber Knights because they are so strong. But everyone else, not so much. Not so much. Like, for example, these guys right here. They're probably not going to be worth it. They're probably just going to end up dying. So I'm going to be a bit more careful with that. We do have a bunch of Tiger Cloaks as well with us, by the way. I have been attempting to try and level up quite a few of those just because we have ready access to them. And they do level up into some great archers. So I was kind of hoping to, you know, actually have a pretty decisive force of archers to defeat our opponents in the end. Alright, so as you can see, Daenerys is deciding to give Norvos to Grey Worm, and to be fair, I actually understand this. I do understand her about this, because Grey Worm has been absolutely fantastic. He has really made a huge difference to House Targaryen's efforts in Westeros, so I will accept the decision here. I was going to do that anyway, because I am probably just going to remain with House Targaryen for the most part. I actually find it quite fun to fight with them. So, yeah, we're going to just leave Norvos the way it is. And indeed, Nysar is down there. Now, bear in mind that if we want to eliminate the Dothraki, the only thing that we can really do is we can go down here and we could try to attack their home base. I have a feeling that there's probably going to be a huge number of enemies in there. So that's going to be a bit of a problem, isn't it? However, what else can we do? Right? What else can we do? There isn't much. So we will, in fact, be making our way down to Nysar here. And I'm going to have a look and see what's going on. And maybe we can launch a siege here. Or at the very least, maybe we can... Oh, yeah, they only have 136. Okay, this is actually really, really good. Unfortunately, what I would love to do... Can they... Can you come out? Can you come out, guys? It would be really nice if you could come out and actually attack us. Yeah, they seem to be a little bit annoying in that regard. So, it looks as though I'm going to have to try and bait them out here or something like that. But, yeah, it's probably going to be something that won't happen very soon at all. But it would be very nice if they would decide to come out and maybe we could then deal with them. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.